Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. So I hope that you guys will enjoy tonight's recipe, which is jalapeno popper casserole. Now this can easily be made into a keto friendly recipe. Basically it is a keto friendly recipe. I just normally serve it with rice, so that makes it kind of not keto. But aside from that, it is totally keto compliant. So if you are on the keto diet, it might be a really good option for you. So the first thing that we are going to do is take some chicken thighs. And I definitely recommend using chicken thighs because they're going to be a little bit juicier than a chicken breast is. And you really need that in this dish. So I'm just going to take however many it takes to get my pan filled up here. What we're going to be doing is shredding these, but in order to get them cooked for shredding, we're just going to put them in a pan here with a little bit of liquid. Okay, here we go. So I am using chicken broth tonight, and you just want to be able to get them mostly covered. Not really going to season them at this point, but I am going to get a lid and cover this up. I'm just going to cook these until they are cooked through, which is going to be a temperature of 165. While these guys are cooking, I also have bacon cooking in the oven. The bacon is a really important part, so you don't want to skip that step. I have about 8 slices in the oven right now that we will also be using for this casserole. So I will have you guys come back shortly when we have more progress. Welcome back, guys. So my chicken is cooked through now, and I am just transferring it into the bowl of my stand mixer to get it shredded. This is about the quickest way that you can do it. And while that shreds for us on medium speed, I have 2 bricks of cream cheese here, and we're gonna season them. So I'm doing some garlic powder, pretty heavy on the garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, some pepper, and some salt. And I'm just gonna mix that all up together.
Easier said than done.
Well, this has been sitting at room temperature for a little while, so it is actually pretty malleable. I'm gonna turn up the speed a little bit on this chicken. And then what we're gonna do, for one thing, you want to taste your cream cheese mixture and make sure that it's not missing anything. Pretty good. You use a little bit more pepper.
Let me taste it.
And a little hit of paprika. Alright, you want to taste?
Yes. Good.
Okay. Excellent. So once you're happy with the taste of it, then we're going to use this broth that we cooked the chicken in, and we're going to add it in little by little here. We don't want to overwhelm the cream cheese, but we're just going to add in little by little, and it's going to make this a little bit thinner of a consistency so that it's very easily spreadable and just giving us a little bit more moisture in our casserole. Okay, so we are ready to begin assembling our jalapeno popper casserole. First thing we're going to lay down in the bottom is our shredded chicken, which again, I do recommend using thighs as opposed to using chicken breasts, but you can use the breasts if you would like to. Now, the rest of my reserved liquid that I did not put in my cream cheese, which for consistency's sake, you can see it's kind of little bit more saucy, but it's still holding some of its form. So the rest of my liquid here is going to be going in the bottom of my pan, just to help keep that chicken nice and moist and juicy in our casserole. And we're going to come in with a little bit of seasoning. Now, most of our seasoning is going to be coming from our cream cheese mix, so there's a lot of flavor in there. We don't need to add a whole lot, but I do want to make sure to season the chicken a little bit because we didn't season it while we were cooking it. So a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of black pepper, and a bit of smoked paprika or regular paprika if you can't find the smoked or just don't like the flavor.
Looks good.
Yeah. And our next layer is going to be our cream cheese. So I like to just kind of like put little dollops of it all over until I have all of it in there, and then kind of spread it around to meet its friends.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Terrible.
Terrible. What happened?
I'm about to be eaten.
Oh no!
Me too.
Hey, wait a minute. Am I gonna be eaten?
Yes. You shall be eaten, every one of you.
Okay, so now we're just kind of like treating it like it's frosting almost. I'm just kind of smushing it out so it gets all over the place. Beautiful.
Doesn't the oven have to be on?
Yeah, the oven is on 350. Oh, why is the oven not on? It was on to cook the bacon, so it's almost hot. The next layer we're gonna add is our peppers. So this is a mix of jalapeno peppers as well as mini sweet peppers. You can do just the jalapeno peppers if you want all of that jalapeno popper goodness. But I like to add the mini sweets in there to give it a little bit more color for one thing, and to give it another pepper flavor. It's not all hot then, it's got some good dimension to it. So we're just gonna layer these all over. Beautiful. And then we're gonna come in with our crumbled bacon. Again, this was 8 slices minus a few bites from me and Nathan. And last, very important ingredient is cheddar cheese.
Cheese.
Because a casserole is not really casserole if it's not topped with cheese, right?
Yes.
So we just want to make sure, I am probably going to end up using this whole bag, but we want to just make sure that there is cheese over the entire top of the casserole. So it's going to make this nice little like wall for us, or ceiling. All right, this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Here is our finished product. So tonight we're going to be serving this up with some brown rice, which again, I totally realize makes it not keto friendly.
Whoops. Well, just don't eat the brown rice and it'll be keto friendly.
That is going to be really, really tasty, nice and creamy, a little bit spicy, a little bit cheesy. So I hope you guys really enjoy this recipe, and if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. Bye-bye.